Hi guys, welcome back to Clown Pantry. I'm Alicia if you're new here, and today we have our July Azure haul. It's crazy hot and humid, sweating. It's 4th of July. I know it's not 4th of July when you're watching this, but happy Independence Day if you're in the US. It's 4th of July on my pickup day today. If you are new to Azure, it is a place online where you can order things like organic things, earth-friendly toiletries and cleaners, stuff like that. Wide variety of things. You share the shipping with other people, and it ships on a truck and drops. So I'll get back to that towards the end when I show you some fun things that happen because of that. If you are not new to my Azure hauls, you will recognize a couple things I always get. The Scratch and Peck chicken feed. It's my go-to every month I get this. It is cheaper here than anywhere else. And then I always get a box each of the superb canning lids, of the regular mouth and the wide mouth. These are my favorite canning lids. And I get a box of each every month to kind of keep my stash going for the summer, like kind of build it up a little at a time. I do still have a large stash of ball and cur lids from a long time ago that I'm working through. Otherwise, one box a month wouldn't be enough for all the canning I do in the summer. I have a few different things this month, though, that I would like to point out. So let me see. Let's come over here. So besides the chicken feed here, so you're going to see some gluten-free, dairy-free stuff here. Not what I normally order, but my youngest daughter, who is 16, I'm brand new to this, like 2 weeks ago, we did some tests. I'm going to pull this down. We had some tests done, and she was having like skin issues, digestive issues, stuff like that. And it turns out she is allergic to dairy, 3 different proteins in dairy. And she's celiac. How she got to be 16 and a half without us knowing that, I don't know. But I'm kind of new to the whole, like, we've done Whole30s and stuff, so I'm not completely new to cooking things without gluten or dairy, but it's still, like, as far as doing it every day, every meal, it is new to me. So if you have tips, products you like, foods you like, recipes you like, that fit those parameters because that's how you eat, I would love for you to drop them in the comments. I'm taking in all the advice I can get right now because it's a thing. But one of the things I have here are gluten-free oats. I normally order like the big, 25-pound bag of oats because we do go through oats a lot. But the last time I made something with our oats, because oats are gluten-free, but there can be cross-contamination in the factory. So I made something when she had been feeling good, and it's something that doesn't have any gluten or dairy. We just wanted to see if the oats bothered her, and they did. So I got this gluten-free bag just for when I'm making stuff that she's going to eat with us. For now, until I finish going through the other ones. I do make stuff that she doesn't want that I can go through the other ones with. I can also add in my chicken feed, stuff like that. And eventually I'll get the bigger bag of the gluten-free oats. So I got gluten-free oats for that. Oyster shell. These are oyster flake. These are for my chickens. I have bought these before. I liked the Azure ones. I bought them from a different company one time. The first time I tried them, because my chickens they normally kind of just take or leave the oyster shell. But somebody recommended, in fact, Dahlia at Chickenlandia recommended oyster flake. And she was right. Like my chickens, it changed their minds. They went crazy for it. It is a lot cheaper and still great quality if I get it from Azure. So I'm almost out of those. So I have this just to stock my chicken area. In addition to that, I just got some more organic cornstarch. I'm almost out for baking. I normally get the Azure brand, but this one was actually a little bit cheaper per ounce this time. So just a little bit of, I don't huge stock up on cornstarch because I don't go through it all that fast and I don't want it to expire. What's this one? October 2027. I'll use it up before then. Okay, so some body products. So I got some Castile soap. I like the Azure. It's a Dr. Jacobs Naturals. It's cheaper than the Dr. Bronner's. Is it Bronner's at Walmart? It's just plain Castile soap. I use it in a lot of body products I make, and I'm almost out from making a bunch of hand soap last week, like foaming hand soap. I also like the Desert Essence body products. This is shampoo and conditioner. Island Mango is my favorite. I also like the coconut. They also have fragrance free if you don't want any fragrances. These are healthier fragrances, though I don't remember where they come from. Fruit extracts, but they do have fragrance free. The only ones I haven't tried are grape and green apple, I think. So I have got those. I get those almost every month, but not every month. So some some of the gluten-free, dairy-free stuff. So I got this, my daughter, poor girl, one of her favorite meals is mac and cheese, which has both gluten and dairy. So she's been trying a couple brands of like frozen. I got this one to try. A lot of the stuff that I found, my local grocery store doesn't have it. I went to Knoxville the other day and went to Earth Fare and got a few things. Some of the same brands that Azure had way more expensive. So I thought I would try this one. I'm just buying singles of things right now to see what she likes. If you have a really good from scratch recipe though, we don't really like to eat a lot of processed products. Like this is still going to be processed. So, but if you have a from scratch, really good gluten-free, dairy-free mac and cheese, fake mac and cheese, I would love for you to drop it in the comments or leave a link for it. I just got one for her to try. It gets cheaper if you buy it by the case. I want to know if she likes it first. I got a plain unsweetened yogurt because I got a sour cream. So these are both non-dairy. Sour cream. She loves sour cream on things. She's missing it, but I didn't know if she'd like it. And a lot of things you can substitute a plain yogurt for sour cream. So I got both so she could try sour cream. I can still, like add jam to this or whatever for her and make a parfait. So I have, this is Follow Your Heart brand, dairy-free sour cream. This is Forager Cashew Coconut, unsweetened plain yogurt. And then also the Follow Your Heart brand, dairy-free cream cheese. And what I liked about these is that, so a lot of non-dairy products have a lot of soy, which I'm at that age where I don't need extra soy, extra estrogen. So I like that some of these are without soy, and they're just in general, their ingredients. When you start getting into vegan products or plant-based products, which is kind of what you have to do for dairy-free, there can be a really long ingredient list with a lot of junk making up for that. And so these are a little bit cleaner brands, and I like that. Also, Follow Your Heart mozzarella, vegan cheese, to see if she likes that. She is my daughter. She loves cheese. This is a gluten-free ramen. I have gotten this before for myself. I liked it. It's not quite the same as regular ramen, but it is good. And so she and I can both have these. We like ramen bowls, especially winter, but even without that. And I also like to make a cold noodle salad in the summer. So she can have this with me. There are several, maybe like 4 blocks in here of it. That would be like your block of ramen that you get in the package. Jerusalem artichokes, aka sunchokes. I got these a few months ago and planted them because I wanted to plant sunchokes again. And they were doing great. And my husband accidentally mowed over them. So I got a new bag. We'll see. I'm not sure if they have enough time to grow well before fall, but they might. And then last, well, actually not last, I have something else, a surprise. I got these Thousand Hill beef sticks. I've gotten these before. We like them, and it's something she can have. And we're at the point where we are putting kind of individual ingredient things, like some fruit, some meat that's been cooked, stuff like that, kind of bento box style in a lot of meals, especially for her to take with her to work, or she does sports medicine in high school and they have some long days. And they often feed their players, but she can't have what they're feeding. So I got 5 of these because last time I used to get chopsticks at Trader Joe's, and last time I went to Trader Joe's, they did not have them. So I got 5. We'll see. So last item, not up here because it's heavy and large. When you order from Azure and you go to the pickup, there are sometimes the driver will offer something, be like half off or 40% off or 30% off. They'll also offer pallets if they have empty pallets, if you just want to take those. And today, the driver had 2 40-pound bags of organic barley, like the whole grain barley. And one of them was just not claimed. And so they resell it, and you just contact Azure and tell them, hey, I got this at 30% off. That's what he was offering today. One of them, though, had busted open on the truck. And he scooped up as much as he could and put it in the bag. So it's like, I can't lift it, it's heavy. So this is organic barley, and because it's filled up on the truck, it's not fit for human consumption. So his first question was who had chickens, and I'm not the only person in the Azure dropped the chickens, but I was the first one to raise my hand. So I actually got that free because it was a damaged bag and the stuff had been on the floor. But I will feed this to my chickens. I'll add it to their little treat tubs, and it's organic barley, 40 pounds of it. It'll last me a while. So that was a fun little bonus for me today. That is all I have this month. If you have any suggestions for me or resources for me for the whole navigating the whole celiac, dairy-free life? I would love if you would leave that in the comments. And I hope to see you guys on the next video. Thanks for joining me.